The following presentation was produced by the Tampa-Hillsborough County Expressway Authority to present the preferred alternative for transportation improvements in Brandon related to the Leroy Selman Crosstown Expressway. In November 1997, the Tampa-Hillsborough County Expressway Authority began a project development and environment study to determine the location and conceptual design of Brandon feeder roads connecting to the Leroy Selman Crosstown Expressway at Interstate 75. The expressway is the primary commuter route to and from downtown Tampa, the West Shore Business District, and MacDill Air Force Base for residents of Brandon and the developing communities in eastern Hillsborough County. More than 70,000 travelers use the crosstown every day, with traffic on the east side of the expressway growing at an average rate of more than 7% per year. This increase is directly related to the continuing growth in Brandon and areas to the east and south. New residential and commercial developments have added significant numbers of vehicles to Brandon highways and streets, and Hillsborough County planners forecast substantial population growth for this area beyond 2015. This growth means everyday traffic congestion on State Road 60 and Lumsden Road, Brandon's main east-west routes that lead to the expressway. To provide easier, safer access to the expressway, to help relieve the congestion, and to improve traffic circulation, multiple construction solutions and a no-build alternative were evaluated by the Expressway Authority, working together with Brandon area residents and business owners and Hillsborough County. This open public process resulted in a recommended project that totals over 3 miles of new roadway construction and improvements to existing facilities in Brandon. A new expressway feeder road would begin west of I-75 and continue to the vicinity of the intersection of Paul's Drive and Lumsden Road. Access to the feeder road would be permitted only at specified locations. The project would also include an additional lane in each direction on Lumsden Road between the feeder road and Kings Avenue, a redesign of Lakewood Drive from the feeder road north to State Road 60, construction of a new street linking Providence Road and Lakewood Drive, and a unique 12-foot wide paved recreational trail connecting to the Mall bike path at Town Center Boulevard and continuing east along the feeder road to Lumsden Road. The preferred alternative is divided into 3 feeder road segments, with feeder road number 1 starting west of I-75, where the bridges over Falkenberg Road are widened to accommodate new lanes on the expressway. Beginning west of Falkenberg Road, feeder road number 1 crosses over the interstate, Town Center Drive, and Gornto Lake Road on new bridges, coming down to ground level at a signalized intersection with Town Center Boulevard, providing access north to Brandon Town Center and south to Providence Road. As the feeder road approaches Providence Road, the preferred alternative follows the recommendation of Hillsborough County traffic engineers to retain the existing alignment of Lakewood Drive by removing a short segment of Providence Road and eliminating the undesirable Y intersection with Lakewood Drive. The existing gas station is acquired for use as a drainage pond. Providence Road traffic to and from the north will still be able to enter and exit the feeder road. A signalized intersection is provided at Lakewood Drive. Access for traffic north of the feeder road is enhanced by a new 4-lane connector between Lakewood Drive and Providence Road, a signalized intersection, and additional lanes on Lakewood Drive. After crossing the bridges east of I-75, the feeder road features an urban design with curbs and gutters and a minimum of 3 travel lanes in each direction, separated by a raised grass median. Extensive landscaping and decorative lighting will create a new gateway intersection into Brandon as the driver approaches Town Center Boulevard. At this point, the design incorporates the paved recreational trail on the north side of the road, and native Florida landscaping frames both sides of the feeder road into a parkway appearance. Underground drainage systems convey stormwater to a series of ponds located along the route. The right-of-way needed for feeder road number 1 between I-75 and Providence Road is already publicly owned. Additional land will have to be acquired for the remainder of the feeder road east of Providence Road. Moving east from Lakewood Drive, Feeder Road number 2 requires a minimum of 200 feet of right-of-way for the road and stormwater drainage. At Paul's Drive, the feeder road turns south to a signalized gateway intersection with Lumsden Road, using the property now occupied by Discount Auto Parts. This concept eliminates the Lumsden Road-Paul's Drive intersection, converting the southern portion of Paul's Drive into a service road. An intersection in the curve of the feeder road provides local access to Paul's Drive. Looking east toward Lakewood Drive, the design continues the 3 lanes in each direction through the intersection. Additional lanes will safely accommodate turns on and off the feeder road. This view of the intersection displays the type of architectural and landscaping features planned along the road. An attractively arranged seating area in the northeast corner of the intersection serves as a transition between the sidewalk along Providence Road and the recreational trail. Enveloped by stately palms, blossoming crepe myrtles, and other eye-catching presentations of Florida trees and shrubs, the trail is wide enough for pedestrians and bicyclists to share the benefits of this distinctive element of the feeder road project. East of Lakewood Drive, the trail parallels a special environmental area to be purchased between the feeder road and Delaney Creek. Because the road is within a 100-year storm floodplain that supports a number of floral and faunal species, this environmental area will be used for both floodplain mitigation and habitat conservation. A walking path will lead to an unobtrusive observation platform appropriate for quiet viewing and photographing of the various plants and wildlife in this unique area. The feeder road urban design east of Lakewood Drive is reduced to 2 lanes in each direction, divided by a raised grass median. A small bridge over Delaney Creek also provides a pedestrian underpass so that people using the recreational trail can safely cross to the other side of the feeder road. The widening of Lakewood Drive from the feeder road to State Road 60 requires acquisition of a minimum of 28 feet of property along the undeveloped west side of the roadway. A signalized intersection is located at Oakfield Drive. North of the planned connector linking Lakewood Drive and Providence Road, Lakewood Drive features an urban curb and gutter design with 2 lanes in each direction, separated by a raised grass median. The wider than normal median and border areas will accommodate the special landscaping and architectural treatments designed to beautify the project and enhance the Brandon community. A sidewalk is planned for the developed east side of the road, as well as 4-foot bicycle lanes in each direction connecting to matching lanes on Providence Road south of the feeder road. More detailed descriptions and maps of the feeder road preferred alternative locations, designs, and landscaping concepts, along with identification of the potential environmental impacts, may be found in the materials on display at this hearing. Following this presentation, anyone wishing to provide verbal comments is invited to speak for the public record. For those who wish to provide written comments, a form is available at the registration desk. Written comments may be submitted at the registration desk or mailed to the Expressway Authority at the address printed on the comment form and displayed on the screen. Written comments must be received no later than December 18th to be included in the official record of this public hearing. Whichever method you choose, your comments and ideas are important to the Expressway Authority and will be considered before the final decisions are made. The Tampa-Hillsborough County Expressway Authority appreciates your interest in the Feeder Road project and thanks you for your participation in this public hearing.